Welcome, gentle listener. I am Baldermort, and I wish to introduce you to the important figures in the Warhammer 40K universe. So, let us explore the history and influence of Yvraine, Emissary of Ynnead. Yvraine, Emissary of Ynnead. The High Priestess of the Aeldari is Yvraine, the daughter of Shades. She was the first to feel the energies of the Whispering God empower her. Her appearance is grand and exotic, her gown-like finery worn over a sleek witch-suit so she can shuck off her regalia before darting out to deliver a killing blow. Soon after Ynnead was first roused from slumbering potentiality, a fraction of his will and power was imparted to one single soul. Chosen by fate, Yvraine was in spirit the closest living to the ancient Eldari that existed before Slaanesh erupted into being. Yvraine had walked the warrior path earlier in her life, for a part of her nature is warlike and thrills at the spilling of blood. She became a dire avenger, studying the arts of Cain under the tutelage of the exarch Laerian. The two formed a bond of surpassing closeness during that time, so much so that when she left the shrine to walk the witch path, Laerian could not forget her. That connection in itself was to divert the course of fate for both Yvraine and Laerian later in life. In exile from Baldermort after following the paths of the warrior and the witch, Yvraine had roamed to every corner of Eldari society. She became an outcast, crossing the stars with a band of secretive rangers, learning the art of patience. Still, she felt she had not settled in her rightful place. Whilst travelling aboard the elegant winged ship known as the Ynnead, Yvraine felt the call of the void upon her soul and forsook her loose band of outcast allies to join the crew. Year by year, battle by battle, she garnered more status, for she had a vicious streak and a sense of opportunism that saw her rise quickly through the ranks. Taking the name Amharok, which means pitiless one in Eldari. Ultimately, she became a Corsair commander, plying the space lanes at the helm of the Ynnead. Yet there were those amongst her crew who saw Yvraine as a pretender, one who donned the trappings of each new life as a troubadour would don a new costume without truly committing to the role. Even Yvraine had to admit the truth of that notion. She was in part chameleon, and with every new victory sought out a fresh challenge. Finally, her rivals organized a mutiny against her. Yvraine was sent into exile while her Corsair fleet was docked at Port Vilifact in the Dark City. The new captain of the Ynnead, Lord Araclio, had cause to regret his decision soon after, for Yvraine was a gifted leader. Without her connections, the Corsair fleet's fortune began to suffer. By then, it was too late. Stripped of her grandeur, humbled by those who once called her mistress, Yvraine eked out a new existence within the haunted streets of Cormora, narrowly avoiding becoming one of the starveling creatures known as the Parched. She fought tooth and nail to become part of the witch cults, and through sheer ability earned her place. Known in Cormora as the Daughter of Shades, Yvraine was a favourite in certain wealthy circles. She was not a true Cormorite, and hence was interesting controversial, famed for her lightning transformations from stately elegance to a whirlwind of violence when her ire was raised. This gory retribution had happened upon the bridge of the Ynnead, within the trophy galleries of the Archon Abrahak, and even on the Seer's Bridge of Baldermort. Yvraine's mercurial temperament had endeared her to those who respected decisive violence, in essence, the vast majority of the Dark City's inhabitants. Such was Yvraine's skill as a combatant, refined along the path of the warrior and broadened in scope as a Corsair queen, that she rose through the ranks of the witch cults to become a succubus. Some say this was through pure skill. Some say it was a direct result of the patronage of Lady Malis, the scheming and impeccably dressed Archon, who was once a paramour of Asdrubal Vecht. Whatever the reason, it was Yvraine's role during the Night of Revelations that saw a grievous blow dealt to Vecht's rule. After her transformation in the Crucible, Yvraine cut her way through from the demonic infestation that rocked Cormora soon after her ascension. She made her way back to the craft world of her birth, Baldermort. and in the process set in motion the events that saw the world ship fractured into skeletal shards of its former glory. The shattering of Bartan's infinity circuit caused a vast explosion of psychic energies that caused warp vortices to spiral into being around the stricken craft world, but also gave a focal point for the Eldari god of the dead to manifest his avatar in real space. A great many Eldari have since joined Yvraine's cause, including Asuyani, Drukhari, Harlequins, and even a strange psychic familiar known as a Gyrinx. In battle she is more fearsome than ever. Wielding the crone sword Kavir, the Sword of Sorrows, she can turn an enemy to ash with the slightest kiss of the blade. Stranger still, the power of their new deity, Ynnead, can be seen manifesting around her as she fights. Yvraine's Reborn can tap the power of the souls within their spirit stones, or even those slain nearby to enhance their abilities in combat. They wield strange weapons and formidable psychic powers that can turn their foes to dust in an instant. They have learned the secrets of the dead, bringing them closer to their ancestors and the lost glories of their fallen race. However, many see Yvraine and her Ynnead as corrupted by the very demonic forces she seeks to thwart, while others believe she is already dead inside. Yvraine, known for her hot temper, is Yvraine the saviour of her people, or is she the wrecker's lamp that will dash them on the rocks of a malicious landscape? She has never stuck at anything before, but was this due to her being reserved by fate for this one singular position, this quest of legend? Or is she the Pandora who will unleash the tide of final doom that will sweep the Eldar into the clutches of Slaanesh and final, total destruction? The Rana Dandra begins. All we can hope is that previously vicious and bloody soul can be tempered by the honor of the Vizark and the guidance of Eldred. But there are others who have her ear, and none can say that Lilith is pure of heart. The path of her flight, with such around her and such power at her command, could well burn the entire galaxy to cinders. I have been Baldermort, your faithful servant. If you have enjoyed my introduction, then please consider liking and subscribing. I will be covering other characters and topics in the Warhammer 40K universe, and I would not want you to miss out.